Hi, Happy New Year. In my practice, I found that when I encourage clients to feed dogs a healthier diet, a lot of chronic medical problems go away, like itchy skin, itchy ears, bowel problems, and stomach problems. So I made a series of videos, and this is the first little free introductory one. I talk about the history of dog food. In the series, I kind of summarize and enhance the ideas of my book, Doggy Dish Diet, especially if you're a video learner and don't want a visual learner and you don't want to read. The series costs a little bit, but I had to pay the guy to come video me, so that's why there's a $2.99 charge at mindbites.com. So I just thought you might want to get a taste of what the videos are like. The other ones go into more detail. This is just an introductory one. So enjoy and have a Happy New Year and take care of your furry family.
Hi, I'm Dr. Greg. I want to talk to you today about the history of dog food. How did we ever go from this, which is the normal prey that a wolf would eat in the wild, a moist package of meat, protein, and fat, to this little tiny kibble cookie that the commercial companies are making billions of dollars on? Every dog came from a wolf. And wolves are smart. They know where to go to the store. So the wolves supplemented their diet, which is normally prey, with our trash, which is good food because it was bones and ligaments and tendons, and it was just helpful for them in the bad times. So they always had something to eat. And the tamer ones got closer and closer to humans, and that's how they got domesticated. We made pets of them. And we started feeding them by hand stuff that we were going to throw away. Then business saw a trend. They started providing us with cheaply made, economically made dog food, but it wasn't always the most nutritious. The first dog food in 1860 was a biscuit. It looked a lot like this. It's a cookie made of grains and a little meat, and it's very dry. They use ingredients that are not fit for human food, or that aren't the quality for human food. So they'll use grains that maybe have a little mold on them, didn't harvest as well. They use sicker animals or animals that can't be passed by inspectors for human food. And they'll use animals that have diseases or cancer. One client that worked for a dog food company told me that one big corporation even bought the cows that were drowned by a big flood. And they went in there and bought every one they could for next to nothing so they could put it in their dog food. So what's the cheapest ingredient in dog food? Well, it's the grains. And think about the thing I talked about before. Wolves don't eat grains. They eat packages of protein and fat. But grains became a way to extend the food and to expand it and produce more for a cheaper price. So you'll see grains in a lot of dog foods, especially the cheaper ones. They use corn and wheat and rice to expand the meat so it'll make the dog food cheaper. So this multi-billion-dollar pet food industry is regulated by AAFCO. And AAFCO is an organization that requires pet foods to be tested. When they test dog food, they feed 8 dogs for 6 months. If 6 of those dogs pass the feeding trial, if they don't develop organ failure or diarrhea or any major problems, that dog food passes. The trouble is, a lot of diseases and chronic medical conditions like ear problems and skin problems and chronic bowel problems take longer than that to develop. So we're really not testing to see if animals are going to have any chronic medical problems on the commercial dog foods. We're just seeing if they live through the trial. Commercial dog food companies don't feed for health. They feed when it shows the animals just don't get sick. Is that the kind of food you want for your pet? And talking about the feeding trial, treats don't even need to be tested because they're not considered the whole diet. So treats can bypass all the testing and go right to the shelves. And they're often made of the cheapest ingredients. A lot of my clients go to the store and they can't resist getting these little treats that are filled with glutens, chemicals, and really have very little nutritive value. And they cause so many of the medical problems I see. A little red blood in the stool, vomiting, pancreatitis. I can tell you that this is a great money maker for my practice, and it is. But I really don't want your dog to have the problems associated with this little treat. In 1957, they started injecting the dry food and making with air and steam and spray expanded like popcorn with fat sprayed on them, and the dogs love them. So is that healthy for your dog? Do you think the kibble in any way approximates the nutrients in a live animal that the wolf used to eat? I don't think so. Because when I feed certain animals a better diet, a moister diet with more fat, they get better. So ingredients are the most important things you think about when feeding your pet. What is on that little label on the can of the bag of dog food? Right there you'll see listed what's in the food, but you can't always be fooled because sometimes what's shown on the outside label, the pretty labels, the wholesome looking food, isn't anything like what's listed on the back. So in summary, dog food came from commercial dog food companies seeing a trend in dog ownership and looking for an easy way to feed dogs that would make a buck. I'm not saying you have to feed your dog a whole live chicken like its ancestors used to eat. I'm just saying the closer we get to the normal meat and protein and moisture that are in the pieces of this chicken that you can get out of dog food or home cooked, the better you are. This normal, natural chicken doesn't have all the chemicals. And I worry about the chemicals in the dog food put there to keep the dog food fresher. But is it causing cancer? Is it causing immune problems? And is it causing all the medical problems we see in our pet? I think it certainly adds to it. So what would you rather eat, real nutrition or a processed kibble with lots of preservatives in it? Come on, we all want the best nutrition we can get. We're all animals. Well, or evolved animals. Here's Dr. Greg. Hope you enjoy your day.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the little story about the history of dog food. Most commercial food is made to meet the needs of most dogs. However, if you have a dog that has dry skin, has itchy ears or itchy skin, and stomach and bowel problems or bladder problems, you really need to consider feeding it differently to keep it healthier. In Dog Dish Diet, I wrote about how to check for the ingredients that keep your dogs the healthiest and how to share human food. In these videos, I decided to just summarize and enhance Dog Dish Diet in a visual way. Some people don't want to read and they just want to watch a couple short videos. So they're there for your entertainment and also to tell you a lot about feeding your dogs. You can get these videos at dogdishdiet.com and just click on the Dog Dish Diet video tab, and then that's where you can see the videos to get previews or to buy the series for $2.99. If people like this type of format and would like me to employ a videographer and make films like this for a low cost, a series or 99-cent videos, then I can do that and we can go over practical home remedies, first aid, all kinds of stuff. So let me know in the comments whether you like this kind of format. And I know everybody would rather get it for free, but it's hard for me to film myself, and it's kind of nicer when I have a videographer. So let me know what you think, and I will always still offer free videos of what I do at my veterinary hospital at youtube.com, Dr. Greg DVM. Have a safe and happy New Year, and treat your furry family well.